How many of you would like to learn a secret? Well, obviously I can't see you, but I know that we all like discovering secrets. And this secret is a very specific and unique way to make money now using the internet without a website, without needing any sales skills, and without needing to be a techie geek, a propeller head, or that kind of genius. And by the way, I can guarantee you that no one else is teaching the strategies that I'll be showing you. So this is something new and it's very exciting. So wherever you're at in life, if you could do with extra money now, not in months or in years, but now, please pay close attention because this information has changed my life and I hope that it'll change yours too. Now, before I reveal the secret, I'd just like to introduce myself to you. Who is Andrew Locke? Well, as you can tell by the accent, I am from Salt Lake City. No, really, my wife and I really do live in Salt Lake City, even though we're originally from England. Well, today, thanks to my knowledge about how to make money online, I am so grateful that my life is really good. As well as being able to travel the world and take off as much time as I want, the internet has enabled me to fulfill my dreams, including this, where I am now, my very own high-definition TV studio that I designed and built from the ground up. I'm on one of the sets here and all kinds of TV shows are made in this facility. And it's also where I record my show that I present to help struggling small business owners, and it's called Help! My Business Sucks. It's free for anyone to watch. You can see it yourself at helpmybusiness.com. That's the website. So as I mentioned, today I'm thrilled to have financial freedom, but it wasn't always like that. Oh no. In the 1990s, we lived in a tiny one-bedroom apartment and it was in a bad neighborhood, really bad, and we were really poor. We were always worrying about money, and to be frank, I was miserable. It was frustrating, it was disheartening at times, and actually it was downright depressing. And there were times when very often I'd lie in bed not being able to think about anything but the mountain of bills that I had to deal with that were unpaid. We were being hounded by debt collectors, threatening all kinds of horrible legal action, and you know, it just makes me shiver about it to even think about it now. I hated my job at the time, which incidentally I learned stands for Just Obey Boss. Did you know that? And I was barely making about $20,000 a year, which is like a week's pay now. Crazy. And I knew in my heart that I could do better. I knew that I didn't deserve this situation. Well, things came to a head in 2003 when we lost our home. In fact, we had to sell everything, including our home, to pay this mountain of debts. And as you can imagine, or if you know, if you've been through that, it was really depressing. And so there I was at this crossroads in my life. And I knew that I could wallow and you know, blame others for the things that happened, or I could get proactive and do things smarter, learn from the mistakes that I had made, and turn my life around. Well, fortunately, I chose the latter, and I attended a seminar in Washington, D.C. that I'll never forget because it changed my life. It was all about making money online, and attending that event, it just opened up this whole new world of opportunities for me. And while I was there, I was offered a beginner's training course, a home study course that I couldn't afford. I mean, frankly, I was broke. But I realized that I had to do what successful people do, which is invest in yourself. And so I did that. I invested in myself and my education. And so very nervously, I put it on my credit card. I forget what the amount was, but it was, I just couldn't afford it. But in hindsight, that was the day that changed my life. And so I devoured every line of the course. I studied it carefully. I also found a mentor, because everyone needs a mentor, by the way. Make a note of that. And with the encouragement of my mentor, I eventually discovered some unusual and really easy ways to make money online without a website and without struggling to get visitors to that website. And if you've ever tried doing that, you'll know that building a decent website and trying to get traffic, as they call it, is really, really hard. In fact, most people struggle for years and get nowhere with it. So now my life has been absolutely transformed. I've gone from broke with literally a few bucks in the bank to being financially free. I work whenever I want to, from wherever I want to live or travel around the world. I love traveling. And something else that I've been doing in the last few years, which gives me great satisfaction and enjoyment, is focusing my attention on helping other people like you to get out of the rat race. And I'm really passionate about that. I really enjoy helping and supporting other people who have been in the same desperate state that I was in the past. You know, remember, I've been there. I know just how depressing it is to have no money in the bank, even though that you realize in your heart you've got so much to offer as a person. Maybe you're like me in that you have dreams and goals and ambitions, whatever you want to call them, but you just can't get ahead because you simply need more money now. Well, here's an exciting question for you. As I asked you at the beginning, how would you like to use your computer to make an extra $500 to $3,000 a month every month? Imagine what that would do for you and your family. How is it possible? Because there's a massive shift happening in the way that people buy. How many of you have bought something online? Well, you're not alone, of course. By the way, this is a bit of a misleading picture for those who haven't bought something online yet. A hand doesn't actually come out of your monitor to give you the goods, just to clarify. Here's a few facts to consider about the internet and the way people use it. First of all, there are 3.5 billion internet users. And last year, $1 trillion was spent shopping online. I think most of that was my wife buying shoes. She's just been elected into the MasterCard Hall of Fame. So if all those people are spending all that money, who is it going to? Well, some of it's going to me, and some of it could be going to you too. How many of you would like to get a slice of those profits? Well, are you ready to learn my secret strategy? It's called the match-up strategy. Let me explain. While most people struggle to build a website and then struggle even more to get visitors to it, you can make money now easily by simply matching eager buyers who are looking for something specific with sellers who already have the item but don't know where the buyers are. Now that secret has changed my life, and it can change yours too. Did what I say just sink in for you? I hope it did. Let me share it again with you. While most people are out there frustrated at trying to build a website and getting traffic to it, the match-up strategy allows you to match eager buyers who want a specific product or service with sellers who have that product or service but don't know how to reach the buyers. It's simple supply and demand. Maybe you've heard of that phrase before. You simply find people who eagerly want certain things and then find the suppliers who have those items. You match up the two and bingo, a deal is made with you as the toll booth or gatekeeper making that happen. And there is a lot of money to be made on the internet from these kinds of simple supply and demand scenarios. It's very exciting, there's no risk, and it also takes very little time or money to do. Fact is, most people are stumbling around in the dark when it comes to making money online. For example, one big misconception, it's a whopper in fact that I alluded to earlier, is this belief that you have to build a website and then get it ranked on the first page of Google. Now, can you spot any problem with that advice? Well, there's literally millions of people who are all trying to do the same thing. And Google, of course, is changing the rules every few months. Some of you might have already struggled with that type of that route. It's brutal. Let me show you something that I think you'll find quite startling. It's very simple, but it is powerful. Take a look here at the most popular words that are being searched on Google recently. Now compare those words with the top searches on eBay during the same time period. Now, can you spot the difference? Well, the Google searches are virtually all people's names, aren't they? Whereas the eBay searches are all products. So think about this. Which group of searchers are in fact the buyers? You see, most people are anxiously trying to get to the top of Google. That's where they're putting all their time and energy with their own website because they think that's what they should aim for. That's what they've been told. But that's not where the buyers are. Interesting, isn't it? Getting ranked on Google is really difficult, and it's not even where the buyers are. So the smart person, that's you and me, goes straight to where the buyers are, the people that are actually spending money, the people that want to spend money, using sites like eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, and others. By the way, this information that I'm teaching you is like gold. I hope that you are getting that. And I really hope that you can see how exciting this is, because I still get excited by it, and I've been doing it for 6 years now. Would you like to see an example of how this works? Well, I call the first strategy Apple arbitrage, because it's all about buying low and selling high. In fact, that's what the word arbitrage means. You get to profit from the difference. One product that's always in demand is the Apple iPhone. There are literally millions of people who desperately want an older iPhone 3 or 4 because the new ones are so expensive. Well, here's how you can profit from all of that demand. First, post a free, in other words, it's not going to cost you anything, a wanted ad on Craigslist for iPhones. And here's the secret trick. You only buy broken iPhones. Really? I'll explain. I have a checklist that I work through, and if I come across a phone with a fault that's on my list, I buy it because I know exactly how much it'll be to repair it, and of course how much it'll be worth after that repair. And the best part is there's a never-ending supply of broken iPhones up for grabs for less than $100. Now, as you can see here, here's 2 iPhones for $50. These are being sold on Craigslist. Now, the next step is to get your local repair shop. Every town has at least 2 or 3 of these. And for about $30 or $40, you can get things like a broken screen replaced for that kind of money. So for about $100 altogether, you have a fully working iPhone. And the final step is to relist the phones on your local Craigslist website or eBay to make another $100 or $150 in profit every time. In profit for each phone. Now, this entire process only takes a couple of hours a week to do this with 3 or 4 or 5 phones at a time. And the niftiest part is that the buyers come to you automatically like bees around a honeypot. There's no selling. Now, anyone can do this. It's been working for years, and there's no limit to it. And by the way, I have automated the process so that I don't even have to leave the house. Okay, I've gone over to my computer now to show you some more examples of the matchup methods. There are many methods that I use, and I'm always researching and testing new ones. I just can't help myself. It's so addictive to make money in this way, sitting in front of your computer. I love it. One of my favorites is the domain flipping strategy. Now, domain flipping isn't new. Maybe some of you have heard about it, but I've taken the concept to a whole new level. I've developed a unique process for finding a special type of new domain name called exact match domains. Now, as a reminder, a domain name is simply the name of a website, like helpmybusiness.com. Well, a little known secret is that domain names that match the words that people search Google for are very valuable. And there's actually a gold rush happening right now that you can take advantage of. So please understand this, because there really is a massive opportunity to make money here very easily. I've invented a 3-step process for finding the words, registering the domain names, and then flipping them to resell them for a profit of between $50 and $300 every time. And this can be done in about 35 minutes, so it doesn't take very long. Multiply the profits by 4, and in a month you can make $200 to $900 on every single domain name that you do this with. So to show you the potential, some people have a small portfolio of just about 10 domain names where they invest just $70 a month to get a return of about $3,500 each month, and it only takes them about 6 hours spread throughout the month. Some people do it full time and they make many hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on this one strategy alone. The next strategy is the coupon strategy. Certain stores give away valuable coupons online that most people aren't aware of. And we're talking about really valuable coupons here, where someone can save, for example, $200 on a single transaction, not grocery coupons or things like that. Well, eager buyers are lined up on eBay, and they will happily pay you between $5 to $85 every time, because they can save 2 to 3 times that amount. And the entire process takes less than 15 minutes to complete. So if you sold just 5 of these coupons a week, you'd be looking at a profit of $220 to $340 a month, again from just one easy strategy that requires no skill, just specialist insider knowledge. The next strategy is the mobile website arbitrage system. Website owners need to make a mobile-friendly version of their website. They just don't know how. Now, why do they need to do that? Well, it's simply because millions of people are now accessing websites on their smartphones. And so a mobile optimized version of their website would make it easy to navigate and read and so on. Now, here's how it works. Once we've placed a free ad that attracts buyers, the second step is to go to a site called Fiverr.com, where you can get the mobile-friendly version of any website created for just $5. And so the buyers will pay you about $200, that's what I charge, and you can make $195 every time in pure profit. Well, if you do that twice a week, this strategy alone can make you $1,600 a month. Do it full time and you're looking at major money. Remember again, this entire process takes about 15 to 25 minutes to complete. The website owners that you help will be absolutely thrilled with what they get for their $200, and they'll even refer their friends to you without asking, which is wonderful. Another strategy is called the misspelling strategy. Now, this one's all about a process for finding eBay listings where the seller has misspelled the title, which means that their listing will never be found. It's going to be invisible. And it means that you can find countless bargains every day that other shoppers on eBay will just never come across. Well, I have a list of these common misspellings, and as an example, many people misspell the word laptop by calling it a lab-top. Seems crazy, but you'll be smiling all the way to the bank when you pick up bargains like this, a Samsung laptop, aka laptop, for $18. You could keep it and be happy about all the money that you've saved, or you can do what I do and simply relist these items on a local classified website for fast profits. It's a lot of fun. The earning potential on this one is virtually unlimited, and it is really a cool thing to pick up these bargains which never run out. Next, we have the YouTube strategy. Certain popular videos go viral on YouTube, which means they get hundreds of thousands or even millions of views. Well, I've developed a nifty way to cash in on the popularity of those videos. It involves becoming an affiliate for a product that relates to the topic of the video. So, for example, if the popular video is all about cars, I add a comment on YouTube using a 2-step process. Takes just about 15 minutes to do that. And after that, it generates a regular income for you on autopilot. You can make about $150 a week on this one if you just did the bare minimum, with no limit on the upper end. So let's do a little calculation here now that we've gone through these methods. If you just did the bare minimum on these strategies, it would take you about 2 hours a week, and you would make about $725 a week, or just about $3,000 a month, from just 2 hours a week. I don't know about you, but making $3,000 a month in less than 1 day a month is really exciting. Personally, I haven't found any other opportunity that can match that. And it gets even more exciting if you can spare more than a few hours a week. So I've given you a few strategies, and as I've said, there are many, many more in every area of interest you can imagine. So you really can do something that you love and make a ton of extra money while doing it. So let me ask you, if you made an extra $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 a month from one of these methods, what would that mean to you? What would you do with that money? Maybe become debt-free. Maybe create a college fund for your kids. Perhaps you could save up and take a vacation to Fiji or Hawaii. I love those places. Perhaps you could give a bit more to a good cause because you want to support them and can support them. Remember, all we're talking about is doing something fun on the internet for a few hours a month. That's it. It's as simple as that. Now that you've seen my results and what I'm making from these match-up methods, you might be curious about how you can get the same results as me. As you can imagine, I get asked about that all the time. And so a few years ago, I created a private mastermind group where members pay me $12,000 a year to tap into this knowledge that I built up around making money online. Now, that figure 12,000 might sound like a lot, but remember, most of these people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in their spare time. And I love seeing all the success stories from my students. And I also really enjoy teaching. It's a challenge for me. I like that challenge and I really enjoy it. And that's why I'm doing this now. Well, that's the background to why I'm presenting this. And so now I'm delighted to announce and invite you to attend a new training event called, drum roll please, Money Now. How to instantly match up buyers and sellers online. Now, if it's okay, I'd like to share some details with you. So first of all, what is it? And I'm going to take you step by step through the very fastest, easiest, and funnest, is that a word? It is now, methods for making money and matching up buyers and sellers online. And by the way, those are three important criteria that I just mentioned: fast, easy, and fun. It needs to be fast so you can get results and make money within hours and days rather than months and years. In other words, you make money now, not at some distant point in the future. Now, of course, you're not going to be an overnight millionaire, but you will be making money now. Second, it needs to be easy. You don't need to be a geek or any kind of advanced computer user. Just a regular computer user. You don't need a website or anything like that. Third one that I mentioned is it needs to be fun. If it's not fun, you won't enjoy doing it. So I'm going to make sure that you enjoy it. What will you learn? Well, in the training, step by step, I'll walk you through and show you what to do and how to do it for each of the match-up methods. Now, specifically during the training, I'm going to show you the 7 best websites where buyers are lined up, waiting for you, eagerly chomping at the bit to pay someone, anyone, that means you, for providing information or a product or a service that they want. I'm also going to give you the exact Craigslist ad templates that I use to get a never-ending supply of iPhones dirt cheap. All my personal checklists that ensure maximum profits from every deal. You'll get to know the one critical mistake to avoid on eBay that most people don't know about. And once you know this, it increases the final pricings of every listing every time. 3 ways to make money from popular YouTube videos that already have lots of views. How to automate the Apple arbitrage system so you don't even need to leave your home. Very nifty. How to provide a simple service that every website owner needs that costs you $5 and that you can resell for $200 every time. There's no selling involved, the buyers approach you, and it takes literally no more than 20 minutes to do it. Making $195 for 20 minutes on the internet never gets old. We'll go through the 5 most profitable sections of eBay's Want It Now tool, what to look for, how to contact the people who want stuff on there, and the entire blueprint for making money from Want It Now. You'll learn how to make money from public domain works too. That's any audio or book or photo that was published before 1963. There are millions of works that can be used to make money with another match-up strategy that I haven't even had time to mention today. How to make money from misspellings on eBay. Every day people misspell titles and descriptions, which means no one finds what they're selling. And so by knowing these most common misspellings, you can grab products at a steep discount over and over again in just a few minutes online. 3 clever ways to raise your price on anything that you sell online. How to do the match-up methods for other people. Be paid up front and have them fighting over each other to use your services. How to turn browsers into buyers on any website. 9 beginner mistakes to avoid when selling anything online. The 5 must-have tools to accelerate and automate your business and where to find them for free. The golden keys to effective, persuasive writing. How to use and profit from the FAN formula. The 7 triggers that cause people to grab their wallet or purse and happily hand over their cash for virtually any product or service online. Plus, I'll also show you how to get set up with all of these Money Now systems that deposit money directly into your bank account. As you can see, there's a lot of different match-up methods in this course. And please understand this. You do not have to do them all. What I'm presenting for you at the training is kind of like a cafeteria. In you come, you'll see everything that's available to you, this buffet, this smorgasbord of delights, and then you get to pick and choose the ones that you want to do. Pick the ones that appeal to you and that will be fun for you to do, and ignore the others. That's how I've designed this for you. So in short, you're going to discover and learn the exact processes to use any computer that's connected to the internet, a laptop, doesn't matter where you live, to make money now. What do I mean by now? Well, for most of my students who I've taught this to, once they've taken the program and they start doing it, they earn money within 48 hours. So that is real money, either in cash or directly deposited into their bank account. How many of you could handle having an extra 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 in cash in your hands in 48 hours? Who is it for? Well, if you know the basics of how to use a computer, that is things like surfing the internet, reading and responding to emails, then you are qualified. There are no other technical requirements because everything is explained step by step. It's simple processes, browsing the internet and so on. You just need to know how to do that and to send emails. Look, let's boil this down for a moment. If you need more money now, this course is for you. If you want your freedom back, this is for you. If you want to take more vacations, this course is for you. If you want to pay off your mortgage faster, this is for you. If you want to get out of and stay out of debt forever, this course is for you. If you're sick and tired of having to go to a day job every day without ever getting ahead, maybe spending hours on the freeway, stuck in traffic jams, this is for you. If you're fed up with having no free time to do what you want to do, this course is for you. If you worry a lot about how to pay the bills and get ahead, this course is for you. If you want to make your life a whole lot easier, this is for you. I also want to tell you who this course is not for. This is not for you if you believe that you're going to make a fortune overnight. Let's face it, that's unrealistic. Everybody knows that. And as I said before, this is about making extra money now. It's also not for you if you believe that you can succeed without doing any work. There is a modest amount of work involved. Although, personally, I believe that for me, it's fun because I really enjoy using the internet. In short, this is a proven, sustainable way to earn an extra $500 to $3,000 a month in about 12 hours a month. Yes, you might do better. I certainly do, of course, and a lot of my students do. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I want to be realistic with you and take it one step at a time. First, let's earn 1,000 extra a month. And then once you have that down, we can move on to doubling it, tripling it, and beyond. Okay? Now, here's the thing. It really breaks my heart to see people drifting aimlessly, unable to do the things that they really want to do. And I come across so many people like this. Some people are not even able to provide for their family in the ways that they want to. And I can't tell you how important it is to understand that your income is not related to how hard you work. I work far less than when I was struggling financially. That's a fact. There's no comparison. You know, maybe that sounds odd to you, but it's true. The power of the internet has liberated me, and I really want the same for you. You'll be generating money whenever you want. You'll never be slave to a boss in a regular job again. And I hope that you can sense my appeal here, because I have something that I know will change your life, and I really want you to benefit from it. I love the fact that I can make money at home in front of my computer anytime I want. Some days I'm sitting in my pajamas. Some days I sit outside on a nice sun deck. Other places we're traveling around the world. And even when we're traveling, we're making money from the internet the entire time. I'm generating money on demand whenever I need it, and I want to show you how to do the same. What's the investment? $3,995. And if you follow along and implement exactly what I ask you to do, you can recoup more than that investment within the first month, within the first 30 days. After that, you can continue to make thousands of dollars every month. Of course, exactly how much depends on how much time you spend on it, of course. That's logical, right? It can be perhaps anything from 2 hours a week upwards. We covered that. It's up to you. Right, I'm going to make you a special offer. And here's why I'm doing this. Earlier, I told you my story of how I struggled financially for years. And I hated living that way. I hate seeing other people struggle with their finances unnecessarily just because they're not aware of what's possible online. I'm going to deduct $3,000 from your tuition right now, which makes it just $995 for the entire experience. If you want to learn how to earn the money you want in a fast, easy, and fun way, I strongly suggest you register right now. This is a life-changing event that will equip you to make money now when you need it. You're going to be in control of your finances again. You'll have extra money coming in every week and be able to buy the things that you really want, and maybe even wipe out your debt permanently. Again, it takes just a few hours a week. It is not complicated, and it works for everyone. Anyone can do this. Again, if you're serious about making an extra $500 to $3,000 a month and maybe beyond, I recommend that you register for Money Now and take advantage of our special tuition offer of just $995. I do understand that some of you might still be a little skeptical. Some of you might be thinking, can I do this? Can I really do it? I'm not technically minded, or I'm not sure that I'm going to understand the processes, or is it really possible to make this money in a few hours? Give yourself a chance. This training has been designed painstakingly for beginners, and it's going to take you through everything that you need. You can ask questions about anything. I'm going to be there, right there to support you and mentor you. You'll see me making money during the course right in front of your eyes, and you'll see how I do it as you follow along with me. Remember, I know what it's like to be broke and frustrated. I know what it's like to have a mountain of unpaid bills. I found the key to transforming my life, and I would absolutely love for you to benefit in the same way that I have. So if you'd like to benefit from this online video training, go ahead and register right now at this special pricing by clicking on the orange button below. You'll get instant access to the training, instant access to my support, and the opportunity to change your life. Again, go ahead and click the orange button below to get started.